Paper Mario Color Splash is a game that can help teach you and your kids about the harsh realities of the hood. I first heard of this game many moons ago when shopping for new games to play on my now deceased Wii U, and eventually bought this game at my local GameStop on a rainy winter afternoon, and went home to experience a game that let's put it blunt, I have a love and hate relationship with. It's a game that released on a console heralded to be one of the worst Nintendo consoles ever made, and is regarded as a game that did something different from the rest of its games in its franchise, and it worked quite well, to the people that played it. Coming after the disaster release of Paper Mario Sticker Star on the 3DS, and releasing just 6 months before the launch of the Nintendo Switch in March of 2017, this game did not receive as much attention as some people may think. With sales numbers, specifically in Japan, games like Paper Mario Sticker Star sold just over 500,000 copies in its life, and Paper Mario Color Splash sold only a measly 63,000 copies. Youch. With this in mind, please join me on this crazy, color-filled, and incredibly cringy journey through Paper Mario Color Splash, the Paper Mario game that we all forgot about. Let's just get something completely straight here. This game's title screen is great. The music, the art, and just the general look of this game, dare I say, makes it look gorgeous. Letting the title screen play out, we see our trio in the daytime at painting things, before seeing some shy guys appear in the night to quite literally pull the big suck on the ground. You're gonna see quite a lot of this. With this, however, as we kick into the game's intro, I can go to the segue into the lore segment of this video. Yeah, so apparently beings in this world just have straight up paint as their blood for some reason, and because of this, some guy, presumably Doug Bowser, thought it would be cool if they just, decided to kill them via the power of the big suck. So they sucked Toad dry. That sounded kinda wrong. However, this Toad happened to have come from a place called Port Prisma, so we head there to find that the place is actually kind of empty, and discover that some bad guy, presumably Doug Bowser, is sucking the world of its paint, and we gotta restore color and balance to the world of, well, I'm not really sure what this is, because this ain't the Mushroom Kingdom, so we're gonna assume that it's just Paperville and move on. Okay, I think we're good here. When it's so quiet that even Toad is saying it's quiet, that's how you know it's just a little bit quiet. Subtle anime-like intro isn't subtle at all. Comical, this game actually has some humor. Anyways, we now finally get into some gameplay, to which it's about what you'd expect. I swear it. It's here that I begin to realize that this game looks visually stunning, even for it being a Paper Mario game. And I feel like I'm getting more of Wind Waker HD and Yoshi's Woolly World vibes from these graphics here. We didn't get introduced to the hammer, conveniently placed so that I can hammer boxes and Toads' heads in, but it's also used to hammer in that only a small percentage of people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. So if you end up liking this video, consider subscribing. It's completely free, and you can always change your mind. Anyways, welcome to Port Prisma, home to no one. Yep. Suddenly, a strange device rises from the ground, and now we gotta activate some conveniently placed buttons in the plaza to activate it. Credit where it's due, the puzzles in this game are pretty straightforward, but they feel good, requiring some actual thought from the player instead of just having to mindly jump and do things. So, good job devs on your puzzle design. After eventually finding all three, I don't know, we're gonna guess buttons, a paint can shows up. I was expecting a boss or something, but whatever works, I guess. Wow, that was super blunt. Yep, thanks Peach for making Mario sound like he was a bad guy. Yep, super cool. Ladies and gentlemen, Toad just got japed. Tonight on LA Murders. Oh god! How you doing? It's a Toad, Peach. Stop complaining. Peach then proceeds to call me poor. Peach, I already knew that. You don't have to rub it in, like, good lord. How am I gonna have paint? I am a piece of paper. Suddenly, the game becomes an adult video somehow. I'm just gonna walk away. Alright, later. See ya. While this is happening, for some reason more Shy Guys show up. Yeah, it's cool. Apparently, yeah, just go right ahead. I'm not gonna stop you. This is when I realized that this game uses the gamepad during combat, so let me now display the gamepad window during this video, because emulation isn't really that great, okay? Painting battle cards totally makes them stronger, because, yep, that's just how physics work, yep, 100%. When the game can't flick the card to attack, that's how you know it's a little broken. We finished the battle, and no, I will not give a moment of silence. Instead, I will now play the song of my people. Scotland forever! This guy is secretly a YouTuber somehow. I wonder how many coins he makes per month. Maybe it's 69. Suddenly, the paint can is now sad, realizing that, quote, the big paint stars are gone, and that, well, I'm gonna guess he can't really get pie, I guess? I don't really know what the plan is here. And thus, we get tasked with getting this paint star sitting at the top of Port Prisma. Peach wanted to get fun in bed, I see. Well, that's funny. And thus, now kickstarts Paper Mario Color Splash's Party Trick gameplay feature. Yep, it's this. I'm dead serious. One major complaint that I have simply comes down to the paint itself. You ended having a limited supply, and while it can replenish quickly as long as you're finding things, the fact that it's limited kind of defeats the purpose of painting in some instances, especially considering that this game really wants you to paint a lot of stuff. So it's just a limiting factor that I don't think plays out very well in the gameplay standpoint. Tonight on Mario Humps a Tree to get some paint. We enter this shop to find that we can actually buy battle cards, and it's pretty useful because you will run out every once in a while in combat, and they're surprisingly affordable. Lame! Jesus Christ, game. When the game wants something to be cool, or even awesome for that matter, it goes to show just how the writers of this game talked and behaved. Let's be honest here, it was probably like every prepubescent and obnoxious YouTuber on this platform, or it was just an average teenager. Abuse. Okay, this can't apply to the entire game, because if it does, then this is kind of broken. Ah, yeah, so you TP'd your own town and you've played yourself. Yep, good job, Toad. Really cool. Nice, dude! Nice. Oh, well, I guess he's dead now. I guess I'm going to jail. Alright, it's been fun, guys. Later. I wonder who had to write this part of the game. Yep, thanks, game. Anyways, we meet this Toad, who apparently runs the guest quarters here in Port Prisma. He seems chill, for now at least. This guy is really trying to drink this water, but fails to do so, which is honestly rather sad. And then, well, we go we. Also, why does it take more than 2 individual loading screens for this entire sequence to happen? Like, it can't be that hard to reduce the amount of that, right? Like, just saying. Suddenly, Doug Bowser leaves the place in an airship with a large paint bucket attached as well as a Toad. I mean, at least Toad's getting a date. I mean, what can you say? We then get our first look at the world map, and good lord, it's big. Trust me when I say that I've played this game a lot to know it's a pretty big map. Let's look at the gamepad menu while we're here, which includes our battle cards, some random keys, and for some reason my Gmail mailbox, as well as some general controls and the status screen. Holy crow, there's a lot on this one. I can only imagine what a 100% save of this game actually looks like. Anyways, let's head to the second level, Ruddy Road. Good lord, this music just slaps, and so do these graphics. Just, hold on, bravo for a second. Holy crow. That's a lot of toads. Well, that was a rather strange interaction. Also, apparently Shy Guys have the ability to do mating rituals to suck the planet, so... Jesus, Nintendo, I didn't know you had some kind of secret Shy Guy cult. I mean, what's gonna be next? A Hatsune Miku cult ran by Waluigi in partnership with Domino's? That sounds kind of dope, actually. We then find a paint star without paint. So I guess it's just a star now? Alright, okay, thanks, cool. Welcome to a restaurant in which, surprisingly, the Shy Guys haven't japed either Toad or me yet. Okay, never mind, false alarm. Beautiful move, Mario, well done. Let's get a clap in there for that, beautiful. After looking for quite a while, we find a Shy Guy carrying a paint bucket, which we'll need to get to that paint star to be a, well, paint star. Surprisingly, this Shy Guy is pretty chill, so credit where it's due, at least he isn't wanting to suck me. That sounded wrong, so you know what, don't take that out of context. Suddenly, a group of Shy Guys show up, and we have a literal Indiana Jones moment, as Mario uses his skills from the Prometheus school of running away from things. I couldn't go one Mario game without having at least one of these things happen, right? You sure this ain't a Sonic game? Anyways, we'll go around the area to pull up this tape that is, for whatever reason, holding the Earth in place. Which makes me believe that this is basically Gorilla Tape, but considering that we're dealing with Doug Bowser here, it's probably just some glue and stickers. We then make the land unfold itself, and then proceed to literally kill the Shy Guys that caused all of it. Nintendo, I feel like I'm committing murder and mass genocide. Please stop. We finish the level and return to Port Prisma simply to explore. I actually really like this town, by the way. It's so peaceful and colorful. Guys, did I manage to snort paint at some point? Because I feel like I'm high, I'm just saying. Meet the Rescue Squad guy. And considering how the Toad Brigade has gone down in previous Mario games, I don't actually want to know what this guy's up to. So, what is my final verdict on Paper Mario Color Splash? For one, this game looks visually stunning, and I believe it's going to age quite well, similarly to how other games like Wind Waker HD have held strong for many years after their release. The world of this game is vibrant and full of, you guessed it, color. However, the world feels much more interactive and full of things to do, which makes exploration a crucial part of the gameplay and overall of the world. And speaking of the gameplay, I find that this is the weakest point of this game. Yes, the painting gimmick is different and it does make the game stand out, but the fact that you have a limited supply of paint, and you have so much stuff to paint, and the fact that the game will basically boil down to, at some point, farming for either paint refills or finding that one place you forgot to paint in some random level. It feels much less like an RPG like Paper Mario is meant to be, and kind of more like an adventure game about painting the entire planet and then some. Now in some aspects this works, but in gameplay and in practice, I just don't think it does. Still, this game received some pretty solid reviews from its original October 2016 release, and it's a solid entry into the Paper Mario franchise. I just would have hoped that this game had a little more time in an effort to release on the Switch 6 months after its release, intentionally, to help reach a wider audience. This looks to be one of the worst selling Paper Mario games in the franchise, and honestly, I just wish it didn't release on the Wii U, as I felt that this game could have seen a lot more success if it came out on current generation hardware. But with this, sadly, it's time to end. My name is PandaPowerSauce, remember to stay saucy, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.